Let's do some movies and money. One of the biggest films of the year is debuting at the box office. Joining us now, our movie man, Erik Childress. Hello there, Erik.
Hi, Angie.
Avatar, The Way of Water is set to make a splash. Here's a peek.
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong.
The Way of Water is a $250 million big budget film running 3 hours, 12 minutes. What's the financial anticipation?
Well, everyone associated with the film is certainly hoping that the sky's the limit, and that has certainly been one of the most contentious debates out there between genuine fans of the original and those of us who have mostly shrugged it off after a decade. Now, personally, I just rewatched the original for the first time since the original press screening in anticipation for last week's press screening of the new one. And my opinion of it has not changed. Visuals amazing, story very derivative, and lacking with an impressive action climax that you would expect from James Cameron, whose entire directorial career since The Terminator I have ranked very high on my year-end list, and some, like Aliens, are amongst my favorite films of all time. Avatar was the only film of his I never felt the need to revisit in the past 13 years.
What's your overall review of Avatar, The Way of Water?
Well, I have already let you know how underwhelmed I was with the first film, and for those eagerly anticipating this one, I'm sorry to say that I believe it to be one of the worst films of the year. In a year that has been filled with a lot of empty spectacles, this one may just be the biggest in every imaginable way. For about 3 minutes, when the film began, I sat in awe thinking just how magnificent the 3D visuals looked, and then had every subsequent minute disengage me entirely. Bottom line is this is nothing more than a 3-hour revenge tale with none of the motivations of the original and an emphasis on family dynamics that make the Fast and Furious movies positively enriching by comparison. Whereas in The Abyss and Titanic, water deserved a screen credit for being a menacing obstacle, here it's nothing more than a $300 million screensaver with nothing so involving for us to care why anyone is above it, below it, or swimming around with all creatures great and small. Go watch The Sea Beast on Netflix or any of Cameron's non-Avatar creations because this film is long, boring, and even its action beats when they finally arrive were not enough to wrestle my attention away from my watch and the exit door.
You are really throwing cold water on this one. Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.